Hey guys, beautiful Bill here, as in Caroline. Obviously we're off on our holiday day to Orlando, Florida, and obviously here's David, here's my mum, and my dad, and we're all excited.
I am.
Definitely, and our son Bolt. Oh, I'm just going to show you our plane in a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we do ask that you remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened.
What's that like, David? Is that yummy?
Veggies.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to try mine. Yeah, just for you guys, this is aeroplane food. Not great, I'm hungry, it's not bad. And do something, and we've got some little snacks. And I'm not going to eat this, but it's more chocolate cheesecake. But I am happy I'm going to eat this brown roll with bread. You know what I mean? But I'm not sure what this is, but you'll find out in a little while. You know what I mean? Know what it was. Hello, Dad. Hello, Mum.
Hello.
Not your bedroom. I'm going to show you your bathroom.
Where we go?
Hello, David. Had a good swim.
I did.
What's our son doing over there?
Watching.
Oh, I'm going to come in a minute. How's the water?
Cold when you get in, but
Like warm up. And there's my baby bolt. Right. I see before there was a gecko on there and he jumped and didn't escape. I was lucky there. But yeah, these are so much. They look like the Terminator. Hasta la vista, baby. But yeah, I'm going in. Oh. Yeah, I think so.
can't talk, but you can. This one's the road that you go.
No.
That's right, he's not getting him. My long arms
arrows on that.
There's the Himalayas right there.
Let's see. Koala. What? Both inside. Oh, come on.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really awesome. I wish I could swing like that.
Yeah, I wish you could. You have a lot of fun.
The black rhinos are the smaller of the two rhino species. They weigh up to about 3,000 pounds, but don't let that weight fool you. They can still run at speeds of about 35 miles an hour. They're known as the ghosts of the forest. They're extremely good at blending in with their surroundings. They have horns on their head which slant backwards. There's also a larger tan antelope up here on the left as well. That antelope is the greater kudu. It's known as the second tallest antelope in Africa. It stands about 55 inches tall at the shoulder blade. Now that one is a lovely lady that we're looking at. The reason I know they are grazing on the leafy greens, but they do have very large teeth if you've ever seen their mouths open. Now those teeth aren't used for grazing, they are used for defense. They're still one of the most dangerous animals out here despite being herbivores. They weigh up to 5,500 pounds and are extremely territorial. Now because they weigh so much, they don't actually swim underwater. They do sink to the bottom and then run or walk on the bottom of the pool. But they will share their territory with these gray and white birds that are over here on the left. These are pink-backed pelicans, and they get their name because their backs turn pink during mating. Bridge, I do ask that you remain seated at all times. Now, a Nile crocodile can grow to be about 20 feet in length and weigh up to 500 pounds full grown. They can eat up to half their body weight in a single serving of food, which is about 250 pounds worth of fish. And then the Maasai giraffe that we're looking at, they can grow up to be about 20 feet tall, about as tall as a crocodile is long. And when they're babies, they're born, they will drop about 6 feet, and they'll be able to stand up, walk, and run within the first hour of life. Now coming up on the left, the spotted hyenas are not related to cats or dogs, despite having similar features to both. They live in their own family called the Hyenidae, which also happens to be a female-run society. Those lowest-ranking females are still going to outrank the highest-ranking males. Of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve, they're also one of the only territorial antelopes you'll ever see. Like I said, they do spend most of their day eating. Giraffes have 4 stomachs, so they constantly have to eat in order to remain full. That doesn't leave a whole lot of time for sleeping, but that's okay. A giraffe only needs about 30 minutes of sleep a day anyway. Now that 30 minutes is usually broken up into 5-minute cat naps that are taken standing up and with their eyes open. Very rarely will you see a giraffe sitting or laying down in nature. It does make them more vulnerable to attack than they'd like. So they stay standing up. They have a honeycomb structure in there which they'll use to circulate blood, pushing blood up into their horns, letting it cool down, and then pushing it back down into their bodies. Now you'll also see the white-bearded wildebeest back there. They have the largest migrational group of them up here. Now they'll live in groups of 100, weighing up to 100 pounds each. But you'll know the males from the females because they'll have red and blue markings on their face, which when they get excited or angry, get very bright. Now I also see a very large male elephant coming up on the right-hand side. Because elephants are so large, they don't have any natural enemies out here in the wild. But unfortunately, they do still have us. Not only are they losing their ivory tusks to poaching, they are facing a lot of habitat loss due to the mining of a material called coltan. It's found recycling them or giving them away once you're done with them, or you find you tend to upgrade, can help reduce the need for that mining and give these lovely creatures back their habitat. Pink. Without it, they'd be a white or gray color just like their children. This is a great view of all the elephants up here. And if you look really closely, you'll see the baby. She's behind a rock up here. She's very hard to see. She's hiding. Unfortunately, we can't stay here forever. We do have to live 5,000 pounds full grown. Now, they are practically blind. They can only see about 2 to 3 feet in front of them at night and about 6 to 8 feet during the day. But they do have exceptional sense of smell and great hearing to make up for that lack of sight. Now, we're going to be very close to this rhino right here, but I do ask that you keep your hands inside the truck. They do get very skittish sometimes. Now, you may notice that those rhinos blend in with their surroundings pretty nicely, but this one's sitting up, so it's a pretty good view. Now, cheetahs are the fastest land mammal. They run speeds of about 60 to 70 miles per hour. They also have excellent eyesight. If you've ever seen a cheetah up close, it does kind of look like it's cried with mascara on. That black stuff under its eyes acts as its natural sunglasses to help block the sun while it's running. It will also use its tail as a rudder to help it turn. Lion won't dare to attack them because he can't tell where one zebra ends and another begins. Now it's very exciting to see a lion sleeping, but if you were hoping to see a lion a little bit more active out and about, I would suggest coming back once the sun has tusks. They have an upper curve set which they use to dig these burrows, and a lower straighter set which they'll use to defend them. At night they back into their burrows, setting their tusks out at the opening to ward off other predators. You're also going to see some ostriches up ahead of us. Ostriches are the largest birds in the bird family, however they are flightless. They'll use their wings to help them turn while they're running. They're also pretty large birds. They do weigh up to about 300 pounds full grown. We're coming up on the water buck. That's the only animal we haven't talked about up here on the right. The water buck are zebras. However, they are not related to the zebra in any way, shape, or form. They're actually the only living relative of the giraffe that we know of. And they inherited a lot of the same things as the giraffe. They inherited the same skull structure, same prehensile tongue, and the same ossicones on their head. One of the only things they didn't inherit was the height. However, they are still
Makes no difference.
So that's our friend Brittany.
You can't talk, just a video.
That's our friend Brittany, what's happening?
Yeah, they all come out, don't they?
come on lightning.
No, lightning doesn't come on cue.
No, it doesn't like
doesn't work that way.
It's too, it's too
Lightning
camera shy.
doesn't appear when you want it to appear.
It's
Look
too
up
cam-
look up with Tim and Jen when they did it as well.
Yeah, the tin trackers. People, they're on YouTube.